My name is Nancy Loucas, and I am the Executive Coordinator for the Coalition of Asia Pacific Tobacco Harm Reduction Advocates, known as CAFRA. This is a coalition of consumer grassroots THR advocacy organizations that cover the entire region from Asia all the way to Oceania. I've read the report. Nothing in it was surprising to me, honestly, sadly. But if you take one thing away from this report, I hope it's that you realize the reality of what is going on in Asia, the war between public health officials and the public that they're mandated to serve. From the World Health Organization on down, the war itself is not based on science and evidence. And when I say the war, I mean the war on safer nicotine products and the war on the concept of tobacco harm reduction. Policies are being developed and implemented that are based on economic agendas that are causing so much harm to the people in Asia. Asia is home to half the world's smokers, and it's also home to 50% of the death and disease caused by smoking and unsafe oral tobacco use. That is the real problem in Asia. The problem is that we need to address the harm that's caused and not cause any more harm. The biggest challenge that faces tobacco harm reduction in Asia is not only government interests in tobacco manufacturing, which is pretty huge in the region, but it's also the reach of philanthropic colonialism. That is foreigners coming into countries using private foundations or NGOs that they fund to help guide governments in developing policies around safer nicotine products. These people do not want safer nicotine products available. They do not want the concept of tobacco harm reduction to be promoted or to be celebrated. And this is because it doesn't serve their personal economic agenda. So it comes down to the biggest challenge in Asia is to put the people first and not economic considerations. My hope for tobacco harm reduction in Asia is that the truth and the science and the evidence will help form public health policy going forward as regards to tobacco control and safer nicotine products. I mean, it's very idealistic of me because, again, we're dealing with countries that are invested in tobacco. Some countries are even invested in pharmaceuticals. So my idealistic hope is that, the truth will prevail and policies will be developed based on science and evidence, and they will include the people for whom those policies are going to impact, the consumers. And understand that, this is not about money. This is about lives, and lives are priceless. Lives, you can't put a dollar amount. You shouldn't put a dollar amount on a human life. If you do, that's a human rights violation. It's egregious, it's dehumanizing, and it should not be acceptable, especially not from an organization such as the World Health Organization, which is aligned and affiliated with the United Nations.